Welcome back to Daily Akari. Sorry I'm really late tonight. Just everyone was fighting for my attention, my cat included. Today is Sunday. We've got the Sunday puzzle, July 12th, 2026. Very hard by 700k PC. Alright. It's been a while since we've seen a very hard 700k PC puzzle, I think. They are notoriously difficult. This one's pretty wide. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, adjust my, PNG self here for now. Alright, let's just go around. I don't know, maybe it's one of those things where it's only rated its difficulty just because of how bigoted it is. Bigoted? Hopefully not bigoted, but I meant how big it is. How bigoted it is. What am I missing? Corner illumination here. This one is going to be either of these two. Can't be both of these, so this has to go here, and then it can't be either of these. And then this one can only be lit up by itself. And, okay, what now? If this were to go here, this could be lit up by this or that. Oh, this one absolutely has to be lit up by this. If these were to be here, this would go here. This could be lit up by, like, anything along here. If this were to go here, this would be both of these, and then this would go here. Wait, hang on. No, if this were to go here, this would be both of these, and both of these would be X'd off. So I can prove it's not here. I also know it's not both of these. That's literally what I just tested, Ezra. So it has to be one of these two, and it has to be one of these two. Which means I can eliminate this. Hey kitty. Meow. She's staying in my room right now. I'm so tiny on the screen. She's staying in my room for now because, like, she wouldn't stop bothering everyone else, like, for food, even though she's already been fed. She's just evil today. What else is there? If this were to go here, this would go here. These two would go here, this would go here. That's actually fine. If this were to go here, this would go here. Are there any loops? I don't know, loops are generally more of a Mrs. Dot thing than 700k PCs, at least from my experience. Of what I can remember. I don't know, maybe 700k PC does loops and I just forget about it, but Mrs. Dot's loops are super memorable. I can prove it's not here, because that would put 2 against a 1. Same with this. Anything else like that? Any other 2s next to 1s? Or 2 is diagonal to 1's. Not seeing anymore. Or you can prove it's not both of these, which eliminates this. And also this. But it could just be both of these, and then both of these. It's not an agreement, at least not yet. This has to be lit up by one of these 3. If this were to go here, I think this could still go either place against this one. Well, we already know that to begin with. I'm tired. I've been trying to get my sleep schedule back in order. It's been going okay-ish. Okay, so I know it's not both of these, because then that would push against here, and that would put 2 against a 1. So that means I can prove it's neither of these. So that would put 2 here, and then 2 here. Can I prove the same in reverse? If it's either of these, then it's 2 here, and yeah. So I can prove neither of those. So it has to be one of these 2, it has to be one of these 2, it has to be one of these 2, it has to be one of these 2. Does that put these... I know it's one of these 2, and I know it's one of these 2, right? Yeah, so that puts these 2 in agreement with each other. Too far. Up. Too far again. Okay, it's one of these 2, which means it's neither of these 2. And then it's one of these 2 and this one. That puts a corner elimination right here. Cat, what are you doing in my laundry basket? Well, I guess it's my fault for letting it get tipped over. Hey, kitty. She even has kibble available, but she just wants the wet food again that badly. She won't eat the kibble. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these 2 and one of these 3. This goes here. This one has to be lit up by this one. And it makes this lit and this X'd, and then this would have to go here to light this up. Is that right? Yeah, if this goes here, this one has to be lit up by this one. And then, yeah, this would go here. If this isn't here, then this wouldn't be able to go here, and we would have this here. That doesn't seem to affect this section of it, though. It would put a corner elimination here, though. If this were to not go here, it would either be this here and this here, or this here and this here. And what would that affect? This here and this here, or this here and this here. Hang on, if this goes here, then this one has to be lit up by this. So it's either going to be this one or that one. So, okay, if this whole column were lit up, then this would go here, this would go here, or this would go here, this would go here. Okay, never mind, maybe. If it weren't this one, got this here and this here, or this here and this here. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something, but I didn't. If it's both of these, then this goes here. This would go here. These would go here. Yep. This has to be one of these two. Does that affect anything? This goes here, this goes here. Oh, and then there would be no way to satisfy both these. Yeah, if this goes here, then this would go here, and this would go here, and we would have only this liberty left, and it needs two. So I think I can prove this is not here. Yeah. Okay, which means this absolutely is lit up by that. Still doesn't give me very much information. This one is lit up by either this itself or this one. It's one of these two, and one of these two, one of these two, one of these two. Yep. If this were to go like in the middle here, this would go here, and this would go here. These would go here. Oh, and how would we light this up? Okay, if this goes here, then this goes here, and there's nothing to light this up. Okay, so yeah, I think it has to be either this one or this one. And same with this. Up that way. Like, it's either this one or this one. Okay, so it can't be both of these, because that would... Can't believe I didn't see that. How long was that there? I don't know. If this whole thing were lit up, then this would go here and these would be in conflict with each other. Okay. Alright, and we already worked out what that would mean over here, right? Would have to be one of these two and one of these two. So that would mean can't go here. Should put this here and give us a corner elimination here. Oh, and one here. And that tells us it's not both of these, so this would go here. And then this is the only square that can light itself up. This is also the only square that can light itself up. These two are in agreement with each other, so we can eliminate all of these. Alright, This one has to be lit up by one of these two, which eliminates this. Hey, kitty. Do you want out? Okay, you have to promise not to. You have to promise you're not gonna bother people for food, okay? Kitty, you want out? Alright. Okay, cat really wanted out. Make sure she doesn't bother anyone. Okay. Usually I would pause recording for that kind of thing, but I know people like cats, so why not? In fact, let me leave my door open just so I can make sure. All right. What else is there? How did I eliminate these? Are these valid? If this goes here, where does this stop? Because I see there's one liberty left here, but I don't remember how I got these eliminations. This one has to be lit up by this one, if this elimination is correct. I seriously don't remember how these X's got here. I just wanna... because I don't want to end up... If this were to go here, then this goes here. That seems fine. Nope, she's bothering. Cat, you need to let people sleep, okay? I swear I've gone over all her needs twice. She's been to the vet recently. Okay, what is the problem with these three? Was there a problem with these three, or did I just like misclick at some point? Oh, right, it was with these two, I think. If this goes here, then these two conflict. Okay. That makes sense. And that leaves one left here, I think? Yeah. I can count. Okay, what else does that tell us? If this were to go here, these two wouldn't conflict with each other. It's either going to be one of these, or both of these, or both of these. So yeah, I would check out. But this one has to be lit up by this one. There's nothing. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. There was both of these right here. That'll take care of that. Duh. This one's gonna have to be lit up by either this one, itself or this one. Which means we can prove it's not here, I think. If this were to go here, then this would be X'd off, and yeah, there'd be no way to light it up. Okay. What else is new? If this whole... Oh, wait. This is the only square that can light itself up right here. Yeah. Okay. If this whole row were lit up, then this would go here and this would go here. doesn't seem to have an effect on anything else. Okay, this is the only square that can light itself up right here. No, it's not both of these two. It could just be one or the other, though. Oh wait, this has to be lit up by... Oh wait, no, this is taken care of by one of these. Okay. If this were to go here, this would go here. If this were to go here, that's taken care of. Yep. What else is there? I think I can prove this can't go here, because then this would go here and here, and then there would only be one liberty left on the two. So, it's either going to be this one or this one. So, let's say this goes here, then could have this here, and then either of these two, or if this weren't here, we could have this one and these two. That seems to work, and it should work symmetrically as well. So, oh, this is the only square that can light itself up right here. Wait, why do I have an X here? How did I prove it's not this one? Because what if it is? If these were both X'd off. Wait, I can prove this isn't here because. Oh wait, but that's just based on the corner illumination here, which, you know, if this is here, then... Hang on. Which, if this is here, we don't have this corner illumination, and... Cat's really distracting me today. Oh wait, yeah, okay, if this were to go here, then there would be no way to light this up. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so I can prove it's not here then, which puts this here. And then... Now this is the only square... Hang on. This already was the only square that could light itself up. Can't believe I didn't see that. Now this one could be lit up either by this one or anything on this column. Natasha! Hey, kitty. Let me see if I can just, like, I don't know, try to give her some love. With one hand, play Akari with the other. Yeah. Okay, I'm, like, really bent right now because she doesn't want to get closer for some reason. What else? Come closer. No, she doesn't want to come closer. Yeah. This one can be lit up like anything here. What about along here? Okay, so this has to be lit up by one of these two. And then if it's this one, it's this one. And if it's this one, it's this one. So yeah, that puts these two in agreement with these two, so that lets me eliminate everything else. puts this here. Yeah, I know it's one of these two. And I know it's one of these two. That makes sense. Now this one has to be lit up by this. Natasha. I feel bad for her, but I don't know what's wrong. It's like she's been fed. These are the only squares that can light themselves up. Are these two in agreement? Oh yeah, that's already been established. Alright, what now? Okay, I can prove that these two are in agreement with each other. No, wait. There's an open liberty here I missed. Okay. I was thinking I could prove it's here, but no. There's not a wall here, or not an X either. What if this went here, then this would go here, then this would go here, and we could still have these two either way. So it doesn't really tell me anything. Is this the only square that can line itself up? I think it is, along with that one. Yeah, if this were to go here, there'd be no way to light this up. So, yeah. Yep. Okay, what about these twos? I think I can prove it's not both of these, because if this is both of these, then yeah, we would have this here, which is impossible. So I can prove this has to go here. Now, it has to be one of these two. We've got a corner elimination right here. Meow. Natasha! Natasha, come here, kitty. She doesn't want to come here. Yep. If this were to go here, this would go here. This one has to be lit up by one of these three. This one has to be lit up by either this one or this one or this one. What am I missing? I think I can eliminate this one. No, I can't, because there's two spaces on here that can light that up. else is there? What am I missing? Natasha! It's okay, kitty. Here, kitty. It's okay. Here, kitty, you can ask cheeseburger. Let's look. If this whole thing were lit up, this would go here, this would go here and here, this would go here. That seems fine. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take the cat to the kibble again just to see if she wants to try to eat it again. Yeah, she's eating her kibble now. Came around eventually. Beggars can't beat choosers, even if you're a cat. I'm sorry. This would go here. This would go here. Oh, come on. Why is she meowing again? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, she ate a little bit of kibble and then went back to trying to wake people up again. But I've got her on my lap now and she's purring. I don't know what is up with her tonight. This hasn't happened before. I'm gonna have to, like, title this, like, Daily Akari, but my cat's actively trying to sabotage me or something like that. Oh wait, this is the only thing that can light itself up. How did I not see that? Okay. And I think that tells us this one has to be lit up by this. Is that right? Yeah, there's nothing else that can do that. Just leave the one left here, and then... Okay. Excuse me. This one has to light itself up. One left here. And now what? This is the only one that can light itself up, I think? Yeah. And then this one has to be lit up by this. Yeah. And this has to be lit up by this one. Puts this here. And then this one has to be lit up by that. Which solves this. Alright, I think we're almost done. This can't go here. Because then nothing to light this up. So that puts these here. And then it solves this agreement. And then... What does that change over here? Cat, do you see anywhere I'm supposed to go? Do you see any logic? So this is going to be one of these two, and then this is going to be one of these two. But if this were to go here, this could just go here, and that's fine. Wait, no, it's not fine. If this were to go here, then this goes here, and this goes here, and then this is X'd off with nothing to light it up. So we can prove this doesn't go here, right? Yeah. And what about this? If this goes here, then this goes here. This goes here, Well, this is pretty symmetrical, actually, so it's gonna be the same thing, so I guess we gotta look at this. Hey, where are you going? Natasha? Cat, you're with me tonight. Because you won't stop trying to wake everyone up. No, she's climbing off again. Okay, as long as you hang out there and aren't audibly in pain or turmoil or whatever, and you're going back to the door. She's being so evil tonight. Hang on, if this were to go here... No, wait. If this were to go here, this would go here and there would be nothing to light this up. If this were to be both of these, then there would be nothing to light this up. So I can prove this goes here, and it has to be this one or this one. So I can eliminate these. This one or this one, and then this one or this one. Okay. And then this is the only square that can light itself up right here. Which should start solving this. Yeah, this one has to be lit up by this. Which puts this here, this here. This one has to be lit up by that. This one has to be lit up by this. Yeah. Which puts this here, and this here. This goes here. This goes here, and that goes here, and we're done. Alright. 39, perfect score. Oh, I forgot to move the pronouns the whole time. But whatever, too late now. Yeah, that was tedious. But my cat was even more tedious. Alright, see you tomorrow.